Welcome to my channel. This is JC Rock and Metal Reviews. My name is John. Today I have a new album review of Invaders by the band Civil War. But before I begin, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Hopefully you can have a great day and enjoy a nice Sunday off and relax. So with that being said, let me get into this album review, and the band is called Civil War. Civil War is a band from Sweden that consists of various former members of the band Sabaton. There will be some similarities between the two bands, but this one does have a few unique characteristics. They also write songs about history and war, and this band focuses more on stories from American history, hence the name Civil War. The band was formed in 2012, and this is their fourth full studio album. This band and Sabaton play both power metal. Civil War uses a different vocal style than that of Sabaton. The vocals reminded me a little of Metal Church, more of like a higher register, whereas Sabaton has a vocalist with a heavy baritone style. They both have lots of melody in their songs, and they use heavy guitars and keyboards. I think Civil War can sound like Dream Theater at times and has like a specific keyboard sound, and they do get heavy as well. The album has 11 songs. It's 51 minutes long. So I'll talk about some of my favorite songs on the album. So the album opens with Oblivion. This one has a Middle Eastern sounding violin intro. It's the kind of intro that makes me expect to hear like a female narrator like you do with Sabaton songs. It's an extended instrumental, and it goes into the main riff. The song is very fast paced. You can hear the rapid fire drum beat and the heavy power metal style riffs. That's over a movie score, sounding like orchestration with the original melody. The lyrics are not very crystal clear as to what they are talking about. I'm thinking it's a Bible story, as they do mention locusts, but feel free to comment if you do know what the song is about. The song is cool. They incorporate some of those like Dream Theater style keyboards into the song, and then they have some tempo changes. Then there's Dead Man's Glory. The song is a very European power metal and folk metal style. Has very fantasy oriented keyboards and a very nice melody. The song was released as a single back in 2019. It's about the Battle of Clontarf on April 23rd, 1014. And that was a battle between the Irish and the Vikings. This was the battle that ended the Viking rule over Ireland. I think the melodies match the lyrical content very well in the song. Then there's Invaders, and the title track is very heavy, has some machine gun riffing, fast-paced with some very powerful vocals. The lyrics are about Native Americans and how their land was taken over. Something similar to Run from the Hills by Iron Maiden. Now lyrically, not what the song sounds like. It's one of the heavier, more aggressive songs. It has lots of melody. It can be catchy at times. Some of the keyboard melodies are very reminiscent of classic prog rock, and there is a spoken word section as well. Heart of Darkness is a good song. It employs some Middle Eastern melodies, and as with some of the other songs. Based on the Joseph Conrad novel of the same name, and it takes place in Africa, and also a commentary on European rule in Africa. The song has some of those Dream Theater style keyboards and some very heavy guitar riffs, and I like the guitar solo on this one, and the overall tone is very like aggressive and dark. Andersonville, it's a slower melodic song, has some heavy keyboard and guitar riffs. I believe this is about the Andersonville prison in Georgia. This was a Confederate prisoner of war camp used during the Civil War, and the lyrics describe the horrors taking place at that site. This is a decent song. It's a power ballad. It has some nice orchestration, has a very big epic sound, has some keyboards and guitars. The vocal delivery is very emotional and just a very good song. Slaughterhouse 5 is a song that I believe is about the classic novel by Kurt Vonnegut. It's both a science fiction and anti-war novel. The song is one of the heavier ones, has big distorted riffs and melodic vocals. The instrumentation during the verse is almost like a nu metal feel, has these like distorted guitar tones and lots of layered vocals and a very big epic sound, and they add some sci-fi style sound effects and cool keyboard melodies. Battle of Life is a good song. I believe it's based on a Charles Dickens novel, but again, I may be wrong. The lyric video describes Native Americans, and I do believe it deals with that topic. And the song is classic European power metal with fast rhythms, heavy guitars, keyboards, big choruses, and melodies. If you like this type of power metal with a touch of progressive metal, then I think you would like this song. And the final song on the album is called Custer's Last Stand, and probably one of the best songs actually. It's a little darker, it's heavier. The riffs are more reminiscent of classic heavy metal and has a dark and heavy sound. The song is about the Battle of Little Bighorn, or commonly known as General Custer's Last Stand. It involves a battle in 1876 with Native Americans. I like the song. It has a sound close to like classic heavy metal or power metal. Very big sound and memorable choruses. So, in conclusion, this is a band that will always be compared to Sabaton. For me, I might like them a little better than Sabaton. That's just my personal preference, and I also think they all have their own style, even though the genres and lyrical themes are very similar. The album is very consistent. They don't stray too much from their signature sound. They have a classic formula. They write classic power metal songs. It's based on history. As a whole, the album has a nice flow to it. I don't think any of the songs were weak or out of place. The production was very good. The sound was very big. It's epic. Something you would expect from like a power metal band. Overall, it's very consistent, and my score will be an 8 out of 10. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Up next, I will do the new album by White Ward called False Light. Please remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.